Greetings, YouTubers. Thanks for checking out my channel. And if you have a Subaru, you're probably wondering about this also. And it took me a while to figure this out because sometimes when you go online and look for things, it doesn't make sense to you. So we're going to simplify this. This is the spark plug wiring order on a 2.5 Subaru. This is a single overhead cam, 2009 Forester. Just completely rebuilt the engine. Sounds amazing. I've had just a slight little bit of a miss, and I'll show you what my compressions were here in a sec. But I think I've got a bad injector over there. But other than that, on these Subarus, some of them have the coil up here. This one we're going to focus on the coil that's up and down like this. And on these spark plug wires, the top one on the passenger side here goes all the way to the front cylinder right here. And on the very bottom right here, this one goes in the rear. So I've kind of got those back around sometimes and had them backwards. So maybe this will make your life a little bit easier too. And on this side over here, on the driver's side, the back one here, the back spark plug, well, that plug wire goes on the bottom of the coil on this side, on the very bottom. And the top one up here, trace it, it goes on the very front. And now you know how to rewire your coil wires. If you just threw them off to the side in the garage and you forgot to go, uh-oh, I forgot to write that down, how they go. But now you kind of know. And here are my compression numbers. Not sure. It runs great, just a slight miss. I don't think it's anything serious. There's the dark blue that you see there, or the black. These are my new numbers. The blue was the old numbers before I rebuilt it. They've come up, except the driver's side. The closest one to the driver. For some reason, that was a 130. It was a 140 earlier, so I think I've probably got a valve issue. These are 4 valves per cylinder. But at least I know where to look. Everything else here looks good. 150, 150, 152, 150-ish, whatever. And we got 130. So that's that. All right, so there's that little bit of info. And one other thing I'll tell you here, the way I do a compression check, I usually leave the injectors hooked up. I usually do it wet. It doesn't matter, wet, dry. Most cases, you can pretty much pinpoint where your problem might be if it's really low compression in one of the cylinders. When I do a compression check, I just usually on these Subarus, I go put my hand right about here. There is a crank sensor right here. I think you can kind of see it there, but I just unhook it right here. It's under the alternator. It's just a little tiny thing. Pull it back out of the way, and that'll keep it from running. Then when you're done, all you gotta do is hook it up, and I think you can kind of see it right there. Just kind of unhook that. That's how I do my compression checks without the engine running. So there you go, guys. Maybe more Subaru videos coming up later, and all that. All right, I've got it started up here. I want to give you a listen to the engine, how good it sounds. It's got brand new King race bearings in it, and it's got a nitrate hardened crank from Subaru. I got the crank for half price, like for $100. Some guy on eBay was selling it. Of course, the shipping nowadays are just ridiculous. I had to pay $100 for shipping, but the cranks are $400. I got it for like $200 total. And the King bearings were $100. But she sounds good. I painted that because it'll make it go faster. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's like I said, this cylinder back here is a little low. I'm not sure what's going on, but when I had it apart, I put new valve seals in the cylinder heads, and the valves looked like they were okay. They weren't, you know, I probably should have done a valve job on it, but it ran pretty good before. But it's got a little bit of shake. I think that injector over here is probably bad too, but I don't know. I know it has nothing to do with the compression, but we may put some new injectors in it because this thing's set for about 3-4 years before I bought it. But other than that, she sounds really good. And no sparklies in the oil. Everything looks really good. So I'm going to give you a nice listen to the engine. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, just a little quick video. Alright, so there you go, guys. If you enjoyed this video and if you think these tips are useful, give it a thumbs up the video, and until my next video, I'll see you later.